who is one of our honorary members of WIRE. And this is a woman of many things, and we love her smile. It's great. Yeah, we have somebody giving us yay. Okay, we got to get serious here.
No, Victoria has a very, very big following on Twitter,
I
so
know,
she tweets this.
I
This is good
does.
news.
This is good news for me. This is another Twitter girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so Liz, tell us what you're up to, because Liz was the chief executive. You were the first chief executive, by the way.
No, I was the first female. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Because before it was called Director General.
Oh, that's true. Okay,
which I thought was very male and very old and very old-fashioned.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Actually being a chief executive was a lot simpler. Yeah, much
and
better.
funner. So Liz was the first chief executive of the British Property Federation. And today, Liz, you're going to tell us what you're up to.
Right, well, I decided to retire from that in 2014, but retirement hasn't quite been what I thought it would be, and so now I do a whole range of different work in the property industry. But the one that I'm doing here today at Mipim UK is as the chairman of the Old Oaken Park Royal Mayoral Development Corporation, and this is basically a development corporation that has been set up to regenerate huge swathe of land in West London, which is where our UK HS2 will actually have a station before it actually goes on into central London, and, more significant, where it actually crosses with the new line, has been called Crossrail, but we're now going to call the Elizabeth line. So this is a most incredibly well-connected site, and we can actually turn this into, effectively, a new town, a new suburb for London.
That's really wonderful. So you've been really promoting. In fact, you tell your wonderful story how you would work for the Ministry of Defense and how you started actually being able to work at home because you had your children.
No, we're working part-time. So
working part-time.
So the government actually takes on a graduate recruitment scheme. So I joined as a graduate in the Ministry of Defence an awfully long time ago. And then when I reached the stage where I wanted to have children, I actually said to my line manager, well, I want to work part-time. And he said, you can't. I said, well, why not? He said, well, because it's never been done before. So that seemed like a good thing to challenge. I said, well, why not do it for the first time? So they did. And I was the first senior woman in the Ministry of Defence to work part-time. And after that, the floodgates opened, and within 2 or 3 years, they basically said to women coming back after having children, how do you want to work? What flexibilities do you want? So I feel really proud of that. I made a step change in how the Ministry of Defence employed women.
Well, you really can be proud because that was a big step, and now more and more companies have to do that.
Absolutely.
Women work very fine at their home. They know how to organize everything that they're doing. So what kind of challenges are you seeing now in England because I heard that there's a new law that the companies with a certain amount of employees have to show the salaries.
Yes.
Now, can you tell us about that?
Yes, I've been involved as a founder member of an organisation called Real Estate Balance, which, as the name implies, is looking at the real estate industry and looking at the underrepresentation of women at senior levels. Now, the problem with that, of course, is you can recruit women to boards as non-execs. That's a bit of a cop-out, actually. It's easy to do that if you set your mind to it. What's much more difficult is actually getting women onto executive committees. So the top committee or board or whatever it's called that actually runs the organisation. Because you can't expect organisations to promote women into those positions unless they've got a pool of talent from which to select the best women. So what we're really keen to do in this organisation called Real Estate Balance is to develop this pipeline of good female talent so that when you come to recruit to your executive committee, you've got a pool that has 50% men and 50% women. Then you can choose on merit, and you can be pretty sure that at least 50% of the people who do get chosen will be women, simply by the law of averages. But if you haven't got those people there in the first place, it's extremely difficult to do that. So how do you get the women to stick it out, stay on, develop their careers, develop themselves, so that they're ready to become the executives of the future. That's what Real Estate Balance is trying to encourage.
Yes, and of course I told you we welcome you on the platform of WIRE. It's very important, and I think it's a different approach that's very sophisticated. You were present at Mipim UK.
Yes, indeed.
And in fact, the group had also promoted at the second networking event for women in Cannes. So it was something that I had worked on with Mipim, and it advances every second. We're advancing more for more women. And it was interesting because they had an interview for the transition of agents. And they had 5 men speaking about it. They couldn't find a woman agent, That's how it is. But one of the most interesting things that they said is that if you see a company that doesn't have senior management, half women and half men, you should be aware that maybe that's not the right company to be in.
Well, I've always taken the view that real estate is hugely important for society, for business, for everything we do. It's the basis of what we do. It's where you live, it's where you work, it's where you shop, it's where you enjoy your leisure. So the population as a whole does that. 50% of the population is women. So if the people who provide this real estate don't actually have a substantial proportion of women actually working out how they do their business, then they're not understanding the sort of facilities that they are needing to be providing to the population at large. So it makes sense. If you run shopping centres, if you build shopping centres, you should have 50% of women on your management team that's doing that, because 50% of the users of your shopping centre are women. You need to understand that.
You wish 50%. It's 80% of their
well,
users.
actually, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Based on my own family experience, that is entirely true. That the man in my household probably would never go near a shopping centre. You are absolutely right, Jim.
Well, we had a wonderful conference with Gloria Moss, who really is working on inclusiveness, and the companies that have inclusive management are doing much better. The productivity is higher. And it also, as you said, represents the clients that you're working with.
And I think McKinsey have done studies that have actually proved that companies that have diverse boards and diverse management committees actually perform better. Are we surprised?
We're not surprised, but I am surprised this year that Mipim UK has a lot more women, so the women are coming out, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I really want to thank you, Liz Peace, because Liz Peace said that, she was busy in her early age and she didn't help other women so much, but she's been helping WIRE and she's been helping me tremendously, and I really thank you, because we have to do our best to be mentors for these young women that are coming up, because they are part of the global economic progress, and without women senior management, we're not going to get there.
I think that is absolutely true, and I think, as Madeleine Albright said, it is the responsibility of women in a senior position to help other women move on. I seem to spend quite a lot of my time talking to women I have met in the industry, not formally mentoring them, but having conversations with them about what they can do, how they can overcome problems, how they can promote themselves, how they can develop themselves. I think every senior woman in the industry should be prepared to do that.
Great, and that's what WIRE is all about. We got the two sides, the busy girls. Okay, thank you from Mipim UK, and the music is going on.